Here's the truth about Freemasons. Enjoy the clip. At X33 Freemason.
That you've had also Masonic, right?
Well, my career in law enforcement, I actually joined the Brotherhood of Freemasons.
Okay. Yeah, how'd you get into that? How'd you get into that?
Man, you know, a lot of cops are involved with that.
Really?
Oh yeah, it is. It's a thing that I'm not saying you must do, but 95% of them do. You know what I mean?
Now, what's the benefit out of it? Like, what's the main purpose?
Actually,
95.
For me, if you're going to ask me the question, I think it was more like biblical history.
Oh, okay.
What intrigued me the most was they talked about King Solomon's temple and the Holy of Holies, and I've always been intrigued by it.
So this actually exists?
Yes, it does. It's the occult. It's not going to be messing with.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you straight up.
All right.
And there's 3 phases. The first phase is the inner apprentice.
Okay.
Even before you get to that phase, you got to be pretty much spoke about.
Okay.
You know, to be one, you have to ask one. So one of my supervisors, he was a lieutenant, pretty much came up to me and asked me, hey, you want to join a club? Right, what kind of club is it? You know what I mean? Right. Well, it's a Freemasons. I did my background, on them and did my research, and I seen a lot of positive things that, that came out of doing the research. You know, a lot of them donate money to cancer victims and children with cancer, and the Shriners, they have their own hospital and so forth. I was in a position where I'm working with juvenile offenders. Well, why not? Why not do something in the outside? You know what I mean? So my lieutenant spoke for me and 2 other of my fellow brothers in blue, and we petitioned for a spot in the Brotherhood, and filled out applications, and they did a background. They do a background on you, see if you're in good standing, or else they won't take you.
Wow.
What they do is they take men to make them better. That's what they say. But only God could do that.
Right.
No club could do that for you.
That's right.
So right around 2006, I'm on my 4th year. I'm a 4th or 5th year on the job. I petitioned. It all went pretty good, and they do a house interview. So I had, like 20, 30 people come to my house, and they spoke to my wife because they speak to the females first.
Wow.
I didn't know why, but they usually do that because you're not gonna be around as much when you go into meetings, or you gotta do take time off to do work as far as donating, getting money for donations and and so forth. So I didn't see that quite a bit, as far as going out there, doing that type of work first, because you have to go through rituals first. The first phase is the inner apprentice phase. That's phase 1, and you do your rituals. They take you in, and they tie a toe to your ankle, made of
tie a toe?
A toe, yeah, ankle toe. They call it the ankle toe, and it's made out of what do you call it? It's like a harness. It's
Okay.
like a tie. They tie it around your leg, and they raise your pants leg up, and you're there in a suit, and then you go around. You're blindfolded, so you can't really see the actual temple. It's a temple. You got Joaquin and Boaz on one side. The 2 towers, which are the 2 pillars of the Freemasons.
This is like big time.
Oh, it's a ritual.
This is like sacred stuff. Like.
Yeah. But see, the way they cookie cut it is that they only get the ones that are like, I would say the ones that are really interested and the ones that are clean cut.
Right.
All right. And I'm going to add the devil to this too.
Okay.
Because when you're in the world, you're of the devil. You're father the devil, right?
Right.
When you don't have God on your mind at all times, from when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night, you're of your father the devil. And I'm just going to say it like that, but I'm going to be bold and honest, I was in the right state of mind then, I had some marital problems, so I felt like this was an outlet for me to get out and have fellowship with other brothers.
Right, because you wasn't getting that with the churches.
I wasn't getting that with the churches back home because, they were preaching prosperity.
Right. Okay.
Give me $1, God gives you 1,000, and God doesn't work that way, man. You got to work for, you got to work to eat. So, Nah, don't wait for a handout.
So how long did the first phase last?
See, what they do is they bring you into the temple, and they have the secretary, which is a male. We're all males. There's no female masons here. I know in Europe, I think they do, not here. Unless you're an Eastern Star, that's different. But the Freemasons, you got the Blue Lodge, which is composed of all different nationalities and backgrounds of Masons,
Right.
to include different religious sets. Hindu, Muslim, whatever. You could be atheist, they don't care. You could be Satan. You could be a devil worshiper.
Wow.
And they'll bring a devil worshipping Bible right there, Satanic Bible, so you could you take the oath there. They don't care. See, I didn't know that until I started doing more homework on it. What did I get myself into?
Did
But
you ever get that far?
oh yeah, I became a master mason.
Okay.
I mean, the highest you go is 33rd. But
Okay.
even at 32nd, see, from the ranks of 30th to 33, which is 3, that's when they divulge the actual truth to you.
I got you.
You know, which they have you in darkness all those years, and then once you start climbing up the rituals and the phases, and you go up the ranks or degrees,
Right.
call it, you could go from the 3rd degree to the 32nd degree in a weekend.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you could do it in 2 days. They call that the fast track. But usually to get that high, it takes years.
Wow.
It takes years, but you can do it the other way. You gotta pay some money or talk to whoever.
I heard that some people, I might be mistaken, but I know some of these rich people, these Hollywood people, they give land, millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, it all depends because those are called dues, right?
Okay.
And you talking about occultic, satanic individuals that work in Hollywood, reverence, of money, of people of power. I didn't know all that. Because when you got scales in your eyes, you can only see so much.
Right.
But when God removes those blinds off your eyes, you start seeing who's who for what they are.
Wow.
And not every Masonic lodge